Welcome to vlog 36. I am going to do this while I run to the grocery store because it's getting kind of embarrassing to try to pack food for Thane to go to my mom's house and be like, chicken and avocado again, because that's what we have. And then the other day he was like, apple? And I was like, we haven't had an apple in this house in like a week. Sorry, kid. Yeah. Gotta get out into the world. I've been working so much. And then I did that one thing where I went to a cafe and I met a human being that's like a real human being. Amazing, but I haven't actually been to the grocery store. So I just put my hair down from a ponytail and it's kind of like a boom, a little wild with this curl. Anyway, today is good and exciting day. Sam and I have been waiting for the day, to be inspired to do a pre-launch, which is like our dress rehearsal for these big parties that we're throwing, the live launch parties, in our Motherhood Becomes Her tribe group on Facebook. And all of a sudden it's like, well, the parties are tomorrow morning, so pre-launch party today. And for anybody who's like, I didn't know, yeah, like I said, it's a dress rehearsal. Like, we're not necessarily like inviting everyone, but anybody who wants to show up, totally awesome. What? Why is there red, yellow? There's caution tape. I mean, I'm still gonna go that way because the caution tape is broken, but what am I getting myself into? This is the only way to leave my neighborhood. Is it though? Where am I going? Now there's a car behind me. I'm just gonna let that car go. I'm gonna put on my hazards. Go ahead. So this, like at 3 a.m. we woke up to no power, which is like fine because we keep it really cold at night. But and I did find out that, thank goodness, my what the heck is going on? I think I'm on the wrong road. I can't even leave my own damn neighborhood. What's going on? I was thrown off by that caution tape. Yeah, so we didn't have any power. I found out that the new sound machine, this is the right way, but it's really fun being so smart. You overthink things and act like an idiot. Okay, so nobody saw that. That was not, I don't know why the caution tape was here though. Yeah, so we didn't have power, but the sound machine. So the sound machine that I have was still running. So I was so confused. I was like, clearly we have power, but the fan isn't on anymore. And I don't hear the air conditioning unit that's in the bedroom. And my phone isn't charging anymore. So clearly the power is out, but the sound machine is working. So clearly the power is on. And I realized that the new sound machine must just run without power. Like it must have batteries. So that was pretty cool because it is terrifyingly silent when you sleep with lots of noise, and then it all cuts off at once when the power goes off. It's like traumatizing kind of silence for me. Maybe it comes from like childhood trauma or something, that like being like alone in a quiet, still room is not cool. But I'm really glad that sound machine was like, I got you. We're just gonna keep making loud noise. So we're cool. So we were able to keep sleeping, luckily, except for I was like, I'm gonna sleep in because it is freezing and cold out there. And then guess what? Rude awakening, I have a toddler and he doesn't give a fuck if there's no power. Doesn't matter how many times I explain to him that Alexa can't hear him because she's sleeping, because we don't have any power. Luckily, if I stop and like explain things, even though obviously you can't possibly comprehend power and Wi-Fi or any of that, but I mean, it doesn't matter because if I stop and I really like explain things, it's enough for him, which is really cool. He totally like gets it. He gets that I'm slowing down. He gets that I'm like doing my best that I can to answer his like actual question, that he's being heard and understood, and he acts like he just totally understands that, oh, I've explained that like the power is out and we have to wait for the power to come back on. It's really quite cool. But yeah, so it's funny because when I got up, I just, it's like this urgent feeling that like I need to stay with and be worried about the house because there's no power. Like, is it going to be on yet? And I kept like checking, and it's like, it'll be on at 6:45, and it was like maybe 8, and then it was like, we'll say 10. And then the last time I checked, it was like 10:30. But we went for a walk, even though it was hard to get myself, I had to like be really self-aware because I had this like anxiety that I needed to be there to know when the power came on, which is like completely irrational because I mean, it'd be much more pleasant to like just do our morning walk and come back and have there be power on. There's nothing, the power does not need me to come back on. It sure as hell doesn't need me there to heat my house back up or to turn any of my lights on. So I was like wading through water, like the resistance I felt to like, no, but when is power gonna come on? Like, well, just forget about it. Like, just get out of here. You won't even be here. And be like, okay, well, I guess I need to like put on warmer clothes, and then be like, but when's the power gonna be on? I don't know. Like, just, it's fucking fine. Well, now they say 10. Well, okay, cool. Like, let's go for a walk. Get the kid dressed. Like, get out of here. So we went for a walk, and the walk went pretty well. Not my favorite walk of all time. Yesterday might have been my favorite walk of all time, which I gave you all my TMI about that in yesterday's vlog. I'm not going to say anything more about that, but it was a nice walk. And then today, it's not that great of a walk. I felt kind of fatigued. Usually I really concentrate on feeling like energy flowing through me, through like my breath in. I pay attention and make sure, like, loosen all the tension that's keeping it from like going all the way down to my legs, keeping my brain actually like paying attention to my legs as they move and stuff. Today, that was just kind of more difficult, and I just felt less energy going through me, which makes sense because I should have ovulated yesterday, and today progesterone ramps up, and that makes you kind of like slower. Apparently though, this time of the month you burn 30% more fat when you work out. So yeah, I'm way sexier now. Thank God I went on that walk. But it wasn't a whole lot of fun for some reason. It was also really cold and rainy, so I couldn't take my shoes off and but it was nice to do it and to get done, and I got to listen to Kyle Cease's Entrepreneurial Shift. It made me fill my head with like all of these amazing things that I really want if Sam and her son can come live with us, which is just something that's recently been kind of put on the table. It would be super awesome and a cool example for like the tribe of women like really like getting together in real life. And I think that she and I would both enjoy being like super transparent about how we handle like the fact that it's really fucking difficult to live with anyone, and how we handle like communication, and how we share like responsibilities with children, and you know, like it would just be super cool to just be and do vlogs together. And I was thinking we should start like a Thane and Ozzy channel where we like I think it might sound better as Ozzy and Thane. We do like just every day like the adventure that we set up for them and the stuff that like they're up to and that they're doing, and they're gonna be like super adorable and everybody will love it. How can you not? But just the like unlimited possibilities. So that was a really fun part of like the last part of my walk, but my system was definitely very slow to get started. And then guess what? When we got home, that's right, power. So yeah, it's so ridiculous that like I was like, just go for your walk, and when you get back you're gonna have power. And like we walk in, the house is hot and it's buzzing with electricity. I live in this tiny house, and I love that if I want to change the temperature in the house, it's like 15-minute response time. If I'm like, we need to cool this place down, I change the temperature, and then it's like, that's better. Or if it's too cold and the power comes back on, and then like 10 minutes later you're like, feels nice and toasty in here, because it's a tiny house and it's easy. So we're at the grocery store now, and I don't have to keep rambling, and this is long enough. And if you want to show up for the pre-launch party, do that. I don't know what it is, probably in like an hour. And if you like, show up for Lexi's interview, and if you want to come to the parties, then make sure you're in the group and come to the parties. And I will see you there. And I'll probably talk more about my cycle tomorrow, because what else is happening in a woman's world? I'm just kidding. I need Sam to come move in with me and we have really exciting vlogs. That would be so cool. Bye-bye.